Happy first day of Safari Week, everybody! Oh man. Let's go ahead and get this music rolling, because why not? I'm actually kind of upset though, because Nintendo just like copyrighted the Monk Mascota thing. Thanks, Fluffy. I'm gonna go till 12:21 with this. And yes, it is my birthday today. I'm spending it with you guys. What's up? Alright, yeah, I think we're ready to get to the volume. Okay. Yeah, who'd have thought? Where is the... There you go. Gotta use Charmander. Hold yourself. Go all the way up through this. Challenger. And I'll send this to Trippy. And then new continent. Beautiful. Alright, we're set with all the sharing. Yo, lobster for real? Exactly. Exactly a lobster. Something might happen what if you find a shiny? Dude, I better. But dude, welcome on in, Zach. Welcome on in. We got a little bit longer to go until we can start. What do you mean now? Dude, I hope to find one. I'm just not confident I will. Alright, you poured through with the barrel today, so. Alright, but Primore is diabolical. Welcome back from the ads, y'all. Let's go ahead and get it started. So, you guys should probably tell from the top of the screen that I am hunting on my DS's, but I'm not videoing them. So, they are liable to find shinies. So yeah, we are 6 times hunting. I might just need a few minutes to kind of get used to this. I haven't shunted in like an hour. I took a lunch break. Thanks, Zach. To be fair, it could be, it is quieted down, though, just due to the music, but still. But how are you guys doing today? I am, what do you... Oh, I need to go back to my OBS. For this. Did he get anything? I don't think he did. I don't know. I didn't see anything. I thought I heard the noise, but I didn't. A little weird. It's fine. Yeah, dude, it's been a good Safari week so far. I already found my first shiny. The barrel was a win. So we caught it. But still, that's, you know, progress is progress, I guess. And now, just gotta see what happens with the, well, playing off this phase. I love having Chansey of the Fire Red. Even if I wasn't hunting Fire Red, I would put Chansey up, just because I'm here, I'm going for anything, really. I think, in my humble opinion, Chansey is the Pokemon that represents Safari Week the most. So, that's why I have Chansey up there. That's kind of my whole thing. But yeah, I'm back from a nice little hiatus from streaming. Even though I did do some Fortune Street on Monday. That was fun. But I'm back after like 3 weeks. And I'm planning on streaming a lot over these next few weeks. There's a lot to do. A lot to do. When it comes to Pokemon and a whole bunch of other games. So yeah. But it is good to be back. I do need to say that. It is good to be back. Oh, we're at the bad number. Just realized that. Unlucky. But it's all right. We're at 72 now, so we're good. Oh man, excuse me. But yeah, I'm excited to be able to participate in this again. I did participate last year, just because I didn't feel like doing just BDSP again like I did way back in 2024. You guys may or may not have seen my shiny Drapion reaction. But that's what I did in 2024. And this year, it's a late Safari Week. We love that. We love a later Safari Week. And here I am, just ready to do all this stuff. Yeah. Let's hope we get something. But nah, dude, it's been, we got Diehorde right here. It's been fun, though. I had a busy few weeks. Last week, I was on vacation. And, the week before that, I was actually at the PCUSA's 227th General Assembly with Presbyterians for the Kingdom. That was a fun experience, meeting everyone, meeting Redeemed Zoomer, which was... It's pretty insane to say. But yeah, like I met a YouTuber with like 700,000 subscribers, which is pretty interesting. I can talk more about that if y'all want me to. But that was a fun week too, meeting a lot of the PFTK guys and gals, or yeah, whole lot of fun. I also got a new nickname, I think, I guess you could call it. One of the guys said that I look like the Tsar. That I look like Tsar Nicholas II, which, I guess I need to add that one to the repertoire of my nicknames. Of which I have numerous. But, like, I haven't heard the Tsar one yet. But yeah, I got back, I started Samuel Rutherford's Lex Rex, so... Get out of here. You just got shutting me around? Tearful got it. Oh my gosh, Tearful, no. At least you got first blood. Tell us, like, congrats. Dude, yeah. So, I'm in Shiny Central, that Discord, and they have their own Shiny Hunting event, right now for Safari Week, and I got first blood. Very happy to say that I got first blood. But I guess Tearful got second blood. So, big shout out to Tearful. So, yeah. But yeah, we all started hunting last night doing pre-gaming. Technically, the event started last night because all the events are based in UK time. To be a majority American, therefore it worked for both for pre-gaming and all. And so I did my pre-gaming last night in that server, and it was fun. We started a drinking game. Were you? We started a drinking game last night where we had to drink every time someone said a certain thing. The last thing was numbers. It's like if you said a number, you had to drink, and I was like, that was brutal. I didn't wake up with as much of a hangover as I thought I would. But it was still, no, it was fun. I stopped because the stuff I was drinking, I thought it was kind of starting to make me sick. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to hop off. But that was it was a fun start to pregame. I got to 1500 last night. And within like 300 this morning, I got that barrel. So it's been a strong start to Safari Week. So I hope your hunts are going well. I wish I could say that mine were. I mean, I got lucky when it came to Safari Week, but to be fair, I am also triple odds officially on my shiny Vesper hunt. So I guess you win some and you lose some. I guess 8192 is really my time right now. Because I also got a random shiny Golbat last week. So 8192 is definitely the kind of the schmooze. But yeah, I hope I mean, seriously, feel free, like, legit, join my Discord server, post your shinies in there, like, legit. I want to see what you guys got. Hey, we're all in this together, right? I mean, I guess. Dude, wouldn't that be cool for, like, a Safari Week? That, like, if, I just had this idea. Like, while talking, like, making the, what is it, the High School Musical reference? Like, what if, like, one Safari Week, we had a challenge where everyone had to, collectively, the Pokemon community collectively in the span of a week or 9 days, however long you want to say, had to find and catch like every single shiny in all the Safari zones, like in Great Marsh, in Fire Red Leaf Green, in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Like, seriously, what if someone, like, did that challenge? That's, like, that would be fun. Like, collective, everyone has to, like, complete the Safari Zone. Like, wouldn't that be cool? And everyone would be going for, like, all the rare targets together. Like, legit. That would be awesome, wouldn't it not? I'm sorry. Here, we'll just count that one. We'll just count that one ahead. Like, I think that would be a great idea. Is if, like, everyone collectively... Well, not a great idea. But if everyone collectively had to, like, complete the Safari Zone. Like, wouldn't that be awesome? I don't know, guys. It'd be difficult, but I think, as a collective, how big the shiny ID community is right now, with Fire Red Leaf Green being on the Switch, I think we could do it. The only thing I would... It would be DSP as well. My main fear, though, would be Heart Gold Soul Silver. Because... Fire Red Leaf Green's on the Switch. Yeah. Fire Red Leaf Green and Hoenn would be my... Well, Hoenn and Heart Gold Soul Silver. Because Hoenn's still on the GBA. And Heart Gold Soul Silver is just massive. And plus it's still only on the DS. So... I don't think many people would be able to hunt those. But I mean, it's the thought that counts, right? I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing alright this morning. This afternoon, really. Just as we're zooming through encounters, it seems like. I've never had a shiny hunt go this fast. I don't understand why, like, people really pop off during Safari Week. Here I am, hunting with, like, 60 games. I could easily reach odds in a day. Maybe I will. Who knows? Fluffy, if you're still here, anything from Cheerful? Like, I mean, did he catch it? I can actually look at my phone. There's a very good chance he's posted it by now. Yeah, I'm actually gonna try to look at that right now. Yep. I don't know if it was a winner or not, though. That's, like, what I'm curious about. Just because I'm curious. Because I really hope he got it. You know, I feel like I'm in a bit of a competition with Tearful. That guy can have amazing luck, him and Holden, but ultimately, you know, I hope he, you know, I hope for the best for all my competition in this event. Though it would be amazing to pull off a win. Jeez, we were really moving through this, dude. I didn't realize 222 was divisible by... Well, actually, that makes sense. I was like, I didn't realize 222 was divisible by 6. So you learn something new every day, huh? Did I not count it? No. Yeah, it moves really fast, guys. Really fast. Oh no, go back in the grass, Platinum! Platinum had a moment right there. Plat was platting out right there. Jeez. See what our next song is. I have no idea what this is. Oh, this might be the Universe battle music from Scarby. Fire theme though. We love Unova. I just watched a video. Well, didn't finish it, but I just began watching a video this morning by this British guy. Playing Unova, like replay Black and White. With the shiny badge quest, and it's like each like HUD is like targeted and all that. Really kicked off my nostalgia because I am a Gen 5 guy. I don't know if you guys know this, but Gen 5 is my generation. I love Gen 5. I'm here for Gen 5. I'm a Gen 5 stan, I guess you could call me. But anyway, I'm a big Gen 5 kind of guy, and like, watching the video kind of made my nostalgia kind of go crazy. Because I mean, my first Pokemon game was Pokemon White, so it's really cool to see someone kind of replaying those games, you know? But yeah, I need to study how more of those older games, because I mean I've been doing so much, and this is really is a breath of fresh air, really, Safari Week. I say that because I haven't failed anything. I haven't failed anything yet. It's only the first day, but it's a very different feeling being in these older games. Because recently I've been BDSP soft resetting, USUM soft resetting, you know, Arceus, but there's something magical about hunting in these older games that it's a real nice charm to it, and I'm ready to be back. You know, I'm ready to be back in these games. They truly are amazing. 10 out of 10. Would recommend hunting in these, even if it's a little bit more difficult. To say that maybe because I get like 1,000 encounters an hour doing this. So there might be some bias, considering how fast you can rack up encounters in these games. The loss. Do 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 do. Even so, I've also been doing some Scarby hunting, and that also, like, when I've been doing my master resets, which some of you guys haven't seen it, probably won't see it until I get it and upload it to YouTube. But, whenever I do that, I've always put Scarby up. Well, I say Scarby. I've always put Violet up on the background. It just so you encounters there, just to, get my hands to do something. Because like that little wait while like you load into the game, and then you load into the game, and then after you load into the game, your character walks forward. Like, I have a dime with all my circle pad pushing it forward. And so, you have, going forward, I'm trying to think, you know, it's going forward, you have to wait for the exclamation mark, you gotta wait for the Pokemon to descend. I just find that a bit kind of boring, if I'm being honest. And so, like, playing Scarlet in the background, it gives me something to do with my hands for, like, a little bit. And so, I got like 20. I mean, I say that as a over-exaggeration. But I've gotten, like, a lot of shiny iron Draculuses. I'm really waiting for a shiny iron Valiant, though. But dude, we saw some amazing games with Okami. This is one that you know, I kinda wanna replay it, just listening to the music. This is the Kamui theme. And like, maybe after 64 I'll play some Okami. I still need to get back into streaming Mario 64. I know, like, not all you guys who maybe watch your shiny hunters. But I like shiny hunting. It's something that, you know, we gotta get back into doing and all. Like, I like shiny hunting, but, you know, also like play through other games and all. Fortune Street that challenge is also really fun. But, you know how it goes. But this is a game that I really want to replay again. I played it for a school project, which was awesome. I had a lot of fun with that. Making that spreadsheet. Still. Someone gift. I'll check. My platinum encounters. Thank you. Okay, alright, Tearful did get the win on the, Oh, that's kind of dumb. Whoopsies. Tearful did get the win, so that's good. I mean, it's a Nidoran. You don't expect it to flee, but also you never know. You never know what's gonna happen. You know, there's crazy things happen in the Safari Zone. I say that like I failed a shiny Pokemon in the zone yet. Thankfully, I have not. Out of my 4 shinies that I've found in Safari Zone, I've not found one. Probably gonna change this week. But still. Alright, we have 3 minutes. Can I hit 1100 before I ding dong? That's my question. We gotta push for it, y'all. We gotta push for it. I don't think it's quite gonna happen, but we gotta push. We gotta hope. We gotta hope beyond hope. Ooh, a Tagla in the plat. That's pretty cool. I feel like I always shine on. So again, I'm putting on 4 systems, and 3 of those games are in the Great Marsh, my Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. If for some reason, whenever I see Sterling on my Diamond and Pearl, I kind of shadow on it. I don't know why. But yeah, we are schmooving right now, y'all. Schmooving through the encounters. Also, I had to kind of check that Rhyhorn. I was like, ugh, did I fail it? Was I shiny? No, it wasn't. Was that double Chansey on the Fire Red? That's crazy that was double Chansey. This is the 1%. So yeah, I think about every 60,000 encounters, is a double Chansey. Because it'd be like a 1 in... It'd be like 1 in 10,000, but like... I'm hunting on 6 games. So... That's where that discrepancy comes in. We have 1 in 30,000. I don't know. Actually, no, it'd be 1 in 30,000 encounters. It would be like the double. Okay. We get right under 1,100 an hour, it looks like. Hold 1,000 an hour. Hey man, because again, we're gonna have to factor in time later for the ding dong. Which, like, every time I haven't ding donged yet. I've always, like, stopped to use the bathroom or to, like, get lunch or get a shiny before the ding dong. So, we're probably gonna see our first ding dongs on stream. What game's gonna go first? What game you, out of Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Fire and Leaf Green, which game's gonna ding dong first, do you think? I don't know. I don't know what's gonna ding dong first. Dude, another chance of that Fire Red, man. Can it turn green? Oh, hey, Bidoof. That's cool. Bidoof and the Pearl. Hey, that's 2 1% right there. 2 1% showing up at the same time. We love that. I don't know. I'm sorry for not recording my DSs, but I think with how my setup is, it would be a hassle to set up my phone, to have it recording, all that fun stuff. Though I do promise, if I do get a shiny on any of the DS games, I will then turn on the phone camera so you guys can see it be caught. We might not see the sparkles, though they are all Gen 4 games, so they will sparkle upon breaking out. But if I get it first ball, you won't see the sparkles. That's actually how I figured out the shiny Babero earlier. I looked at it, couldn't tell it, and then it sparkled. Like, oh, okay, sure. We get Diehorde though. Okay, well we need to get double bug. Scyther and Pinsir. Go. But dude, like guys, what kind of targets are you guys going for? What targets have you gotten? Like, I want to see some cool Safari Week stuff tonight. That's today. And it gets tonight, because I'll be doing some more hunting tonight. Probably not on stream. But, I mean, I'll be around. So, yeah, some folks coming over tonight, just for my birthday. It'll be fun. You folks, my grandmother, my dad's mom. As my mom and sister and my mom's mother, they're all out of town. So, it's gonna be a, well, I guess, small gathering of 3 people. But still, it's gonna be good. Should have taken an allergy pill today, man. Oh, should have done. But it's alright, I'll survive somehow. I think we gotta be getting close for a dig dog at this point, right? We gotta be getting close. How close do you guys think we are to a dig dog? Oh, there we go. Okay. Dude, double eggs. We love the double eggs. There's a lot going on, y'all. There's a lot going on with this. Like, it's fun, but it's also, like, a lot to keep track of, you know? Which I'm sure you guys would appreciate. Like, you know, play through 6 games at once. Like, geez. We're pulling out the whole arsenal right here. We listened to the awesome final boss music of Twilight Princess again that I should probably replay. Or Skyward Sword. Hey, this makes me want to do more encounters. Level 12. These guys. There we go. But it's actually, yeah, I was just trying to think of anything else I could talk about that happened. And, I remember, like, 2 weeks ago when I went to GA, I actually I met, an alumni from my, school, which is very interesting. And he's actually, I have his card, he's actually a pretty... He seemed like a real nice guy. He used to teach at my school, at least a little bit, which is awesome. Like, kind of talking to him, it's love. You find people. That's like my experience. Like, and I go to a very small school. It's really interesting that even like the fact that I go to a small school. you still see alumni everywhere. And, like, even the most unexpected places, you will find, like, it's amazing, like, how small the world is, right? That you will find people from all over. Like, all over that have kind of been to your part of the world, I guess. Because, again, I live very close to my school, comparatively. Like, 45 minutes is not that far, which is how long the drive is between my house and my school. Like, it ain't far. And the fact that I met an alumni? Like, what? But seriously, guys, legit. It proves just to show how small the world is. Goes to show. But he was an older guy. I can't remember how old he was. I mean, definitely an older gentleman, but awesome guy, Indied out. It's funny, I saw him because I actually introduced myself to him because he was wearing like the hat, like my school, hat from my school. And I was like, hey, you know, school name. He's like, yeah. And so I got to talk to him. He was a little, because you know he's in law, and I saw, oh yeah, I'm a student. And he was like, and so he and I got to talking, and it was real nice. And apparently his grandson is actually a student as well. Apparently really tall, real tall dude. So. But I don't know. The Mario Galaxy. I need to play more Galaxy too. Like I'm at the point where I need to collect all the green stars, and so I think that's why I stopped. I was like, I'll do that later, and then I never got to it, which is valid reason, I guess. Valid reason, you know. But dude, sax music. Yeah, we love. Oh, Ding Dong! The first Ding Dong! Okay, I'm gonna see if I can even out with my Fire Red. So I guess we gotta do some resetting here. How many steps do I have here? That's crazy that it's so much more steps on my Fire Red. I mean, did so much more steps on my Leaf Green than my Fire Red. Alright, I gotta go reset all these games, so this is gonna take me a minute. I will at least run away from my Heart Gold, because... So this is gonna take me a minute, guys, so bear with. Okay. Go ahead and boom. Alright, my DS games are in the zone. Go and get my... Okay, well, already another encounter. So I'll just count that in due time. Perfect. Okay, we are ready to go. Let me just... I gotta read it. I'm gonna read a Discord message real quick. From, funny enough, Redeem Zoomer, the guy who I met. Let's go ahead and get her going with Denonat. Come on, there we go. But yeah. Come on. There we go. Alright, I think we're now back in the groove after that, after the ding dong. Good thing I didn't have to reset my heart goal, because that would also be a lot. It's a lot to get these games set up, you know? And honestly, I think if I just letting my DS is run plugged in, like, all through the night. Maybe not the best idea for my battery, but I mean, I don't know. Just tell me what to do. I don't know anything. This is my idea that I was just throwing in the sun. Probably not the smartest, but oh well. There we go. Okay. Wonder what's next. A beautiful Xenoblade. That's a game I need to stream more of, is some Xenoblade. Yeah, what do you guys see? Have you guys checked out a lot of the Switch 2 stuff with that? Because I didn't really watch the Nintendo Direct. What all is happening with that? Like, tell me. Because that's one thing that, you know, I never really paid a lot of attention to. Heard something about a bike. But like, but anyway, I mean, more people playing Xenoblade, right? I'm just saying. The Xenoblade games are an amazing series. I haven't played Torna from 2 yet. I haven't played X, and I haven't played 3. But 1 is amazing. I was very surprised at how good 2 was. I thought 2 would just be Pyro Mithra Gacha Simulator, but really it's not. It's so much more deeper than that. And so I was genuinely impressed by that game, and I really enjoyed it. There we go. It's just gonna be a lot of this, y'all. A lot of this. Can I still Scorpion the Pearl right now? We love that. Come on, there we go. Dude, I really miss Xenoblade. Really miss that game series. There's a lot of beauty there, man. There's a lot of beauty. when it comes to the Xenoblade series. And I love it. I mean, there's a whole... I use a lot of Xenoblade music in my playlist, you know? So, I mean, it's up from that, then. It's great. This is actually, you know, a song. A night theme. Back when I thought my playlist should just be very chill, very quiet music. And I'm like, this is boring. This is boring. I want more exciting. I want music that'll excite people, you know? That's what I prefer. So, here I am. I got the gooder music now. Like a whole bunch of boss themes and all that, you know, the cool stuff. Like, I mean, I've added a whole bunch of stuff now, like, even from a whole lot of outside Nintendo stuff. I mean, that's mainly where my music comprises of, is Nintendo stuff. But also, I've added Dark Souls music, like Gwyn and Sith. Which, funny enough, I saw a meme on Twitter. And, and it was about, Zacian and Zamazenta. And, Zacian and Zamazenta. And it was like actual dogs like them. And so one of the dogs was like a dog with his head through a screen door or something like that. And that was supposed to be Zamazenta. And Zacian was like a little pup with a sword, with like the sword in its mouth, and like I immediately thought of Sith from Dark Souls. And I actually looked up and I said Sith dog, and I think I found it immediately, like on my phone, took me to Reddit, all that. Really, you know, still, absolutely, you know. Thank you, Platinum. Golly. Hey, that's where we're at? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Very minuscule difference. Shouldn't happen a lot. First of all, that's going on because I'm recording, I'm streaming, all that fun stuff. And you know, I'm watching the replay, watching you guys chat it up. All that fun stuff. There we go. Yeah, now we're back in the groove. There we go. Boom, boom. Come on, there we go. But yeah. Also, yeah, the time that I was gone, I officially became a senior, a little over 2 weeks ago. Which is crazy to think about. Because, I was in a research presentation that I, gave. And that's actually kind of a funny story. So I went up there, drove up to school, and gave it a person. I was like, I'm close enough. I don't really want to do this online. I'd rather do this in front of people, interact with everyone. And the guy, the teacher, professor who's in charge of the undergraduate research stuff. I don't know why it's undergraduate research. We don't have a graduate program, so it's just student research, really. But whatever. At any rate, go there to speak. He didn't realize I was up there, because he didn't realize I was up there, that I wasn't on Zoom. He realized I was on Zoom, but he didn't realize I was in person, so he was like, oh, you were missing someone and all that and whatever. And so we get to my turn, when I thought it was my turn, I come up and this other guy came up and he's like, oh, and we're like, where he was going, he was like, he told me, hey, you go on next, go on in the back, I have a funny story to tell you. And, I go in the back, I sit down, he's like, yeah, so I didn't realize you were here, and so, this is a teacher I had formerly, from Western Culture, like my freshman year, like first semester, and he was like, anyway, he was like, why am I blanking? He was like, it's a funny story, you check your email, you'll have an email from me basically saying, wait, where the hell are you? And I saw it and I laughed. And that was an interesting day. That was actually my dad's birthday, so we celebrated with him. And so I come back, I go downstairs, right? I drive home. And it's, mind you, it's a 45-minute drive, right? And something about me that you guys may or may not know, I don't know how much it kind of comes through on stream, but I am, like, extremely scatterbrained. And, like, I will forget anything, like, I'll lose, like, anything. It's bad. And so I go back, and I park my car at my house, and I go out to the back seat to get my backpack, and it wasn't there. I'm like, are you kidding me? And so I had to drive all the way up to school and get my bag. Thankfully, the professor was still here, so the room wasn't locked. It was still there, so the room wasn't locked. I was able to get in, get the bag, and leave. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And so that was another hour and a half of my time. I get pretty much wasted because I was scatterbrained. And then the next day I prepared to leave for Milwaukee, which was amazing. Very amazing trip. I was surprised by Milwaukee. They had really good barbecue. I know. Astounding. But no, they had extremely good barbecue in Milwaukee. Which is something that, like, I wouldn't expect. Like, this is... like, cheese, yeah. Cheese, of course, you'd expect Milwaukee to have good cheese. It's Wisconsin. But I wasn't expecting to go out there and have amazing barbecue. And so, it was like, I think it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday, and, pretty much the night before, some stuff happened, with some of, like, the Young Adult Advisory delegates, and a lot of the members of UFK decided to fast because of what happened. And, so we didn't really bring a lot of lunches, other than lunch, like, with sandwiches and all that, but, one of the guys there, Tyler Blanchard, he has a YouTube channel, and this is not the famous one. It'd be under Tyler J. Blanchard. He and his wife came and they brought their 3 kids, and, you know, it's 4-year-old, like, kids under, like, 7, like, they're more young, and so he was like, well, oh, I can't, I can't, make my, like, my very young daughters fast. You know, and so he and his wife, they decided they were going to go to this barbecue place, like, that's right over by the Baird Center. That's where it was held, in the Baird. That's where the General Assembly was held, in the Baird Center. If you guys are ever been to Milwaukee, I don't know if you have or not. But it was held in the Baird Center, and right over by the Baird Center, there's this place called Doc's Smokehouse. And pretty much, I was talking with him, I was talking with his wife Lauren, and they told me, oh yeah, we're gonna go, and all that, and she was like, oh yeah, that's after telling me, and she was like, oh yeah, you're more than welcome to come with. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And it was really good food. They had sweet tea, which I was surprised that some Yanks would have sweet tea. You know, I wouldn't quite call Wisconsin a Yankee state, but they had tea. The food was amazing. Again, a 10 out of 10 recommendation from a Southerner, really. Also came and had the next day, had their wings, also really good. Yeah. If you're ever in Milwaukee, seriously, Doc Smokehouse, would recommend. Anyway, guys, we have ads starting soon. This will be like a 3-minute stretch break. I'm gonna go downstairs and take an allergy pill. But this will be a quick break, quick recess for the shiny hunting. And so, I guess I'll see you guys after the ads, whenever they start. I don't have much to talk about, aside from Xenoblade anyway. But they'll be starting soon. I have no idea when, but it's gonna be at a time. We won't find a shiny before, who knows? The ads are always real fickle. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and run away from these guys, and then I'm gonna go eat. So there we go, and there we go. You guys can still see all that, which is fine. So BRB. I'm back. Still got a little bit of time left on the ads, but hey, that's alright. I text my aunt back. She wish me a happy birthday. Alright. Welcome back, folks. Go ahead and get this going yet again. Set this in my lap. And then get back in the groove of things. Should be a little bit difficult, because I immediately encounter a 1% Bidoof. But alas. Oh, come on, Fluffy. Alright. Let me get in these encounters and I'll do that. I gotta, yeah, really weird. I don't know. I was trying to figure out what the song was. I didn't realize what it was. I was like, huh? But it's just Skyward Sword being Skyward Sword. That's another one I can like remove from the playlist. I don't know. But alas, it's alright. Okay, Ryan, dude, don't get your thing hacked, alright? Don't get your thing hacked, alright? Jeez, man. There we go. Hold on. Unbend. Trying to get trying to, you know, ban the bot. Yeah, exactly. Big oof. Big oof. We get some cool Hyrule Warriors songs. Another game I need to play more of, I think, Hyrule Warriors. Work on that 100% journey. You know how that goes. So this was a brutal mission, I gotta say, to play. You know, I've also been replaying Call of Duty on Veteran, like the original Modern Warfare, not the reboot. Technically, it was it's the remaster, and that has been something. I'm at Charlie Don't. Well, I've just beat Charlie Don't Surf yesterday. I'm at the bog right now. And that's gonna be brutal. At least the remastered version, I'll say this, it saves your progress. Like back when I was beating it on hard on the Xbox 360 last year, that it doesn't save your progress. So I'd have to start from shooting. The main mission I was struggling with was the one-shot, one-kill mission where you have to assassinate and run into cave. So I'd kill Zakhaev, and then I'd have to do the run all the way back to the Ferris wheel to get slaughtered there. And so that was the experience. I was actually playing that mission when I found out my aunt was pregnant. Like that was an interesting story. So I was in here, I was right here. I was studying for an ENT test. I was like, all right, well, I also want to, you know, beat this level on COD. So, every time I die, I'm gonna retake a quiz. And, you know, with one shot, one kill, if you ever played it on a high difficulty, you know that you die a lot. And, so I died a lot. And I was going through one of the apartments. And clearing the apartment out, and my mom comes in my room. She's like, hey, can I tell you something? So, yeah. She's like, I was like, yeah. Alright, so, but the thing is, if I tell you, you can't tell anyone. Like, okay? And then she pulls out, like, a onesie that says, that's something about auntie, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So that's how I found out my aunt was pregnant, like, last year. Good story. Baby's doing well. Saw them last week. crazy how time flies like that, dude. My golly. I can't remember. Are we past the barrel yet? Is this gonna be longer than that barrel hunt? I think it hit the 1800s. Was it like 1840 or something like that? Maybe it was 1740. I can't remember. I could look. As we listen to the battle music from Xenoblade Future Connected. Oh no, I'm not gonna worry about it. It's not like it matters that much, if we're being honest. So, big, I guess, jazzy violins. I don't know. Can you imagine green as a roll? You'd imagine. Imagine, man. Yeah, we're... big progress, I guess. Oh, no. Big encounters. There we go, okay. You're too excited, I don't know. I really just use Stream Seed away. It's so good. It's so good. Like, I would recommend everyone play Xenoblade Chronicles. Long game. Very kinda... there are some like... there are some pretty crunchy RPG stuff in Xenoblade, but like, it's earned, okay? Well, it's a lot worse than the second one, I'll be honest with Rex. I'm like, dude. Like, come on, dude. Like, Rex, you... like, Shul kind of watched his girlfriend die. Rex, you just, like, you met a girl. You talk to a woman and you have magic powers to do anime stuff. Like, dude... it's not that crazy. It's not that deep. I really do think Xenoblade 2 like leads a lot more to like anime trips than the first one. I haven't played 3 at all, but I know like meet some cool people in 3. But no, I really need to just get 3 and play it. It'll happen eventually. It'll happen eventually. I'm not worried about when. Whenever eventually is. Putting stuff off, man. Maybe when PLA is done. When you sit back after I finish no-lifing that game. So close though. I'm so close. I'm 41 shiny Pokemon away. I mean, obviously more than that, but still. 41 unique shinies away from the PLA shiny to be next. Come on, Triple Starly? Ah, the Wooper ruined it. Dude, imagine there was like a Pokemon I could shiny hunt in Great Marsh. In Great Marsh, and Fire Leaf Green and Heart Gold Soul Silver, that like I could get like Sextuple. Like, that would be cool. Obviously, it can't be a Gen 4 mod. But like Wooper. But like Wooper would be cool. I mean, Wooper's Gen 2. I could, it's probably the Gen of Safari Zone somewhere. Get out. Oh my gosh. Run, dadgummit! Jeez. I don't know what's wrong with me and my Pearl, but I cannot do anything with it. Gotta respond to my Bob. Otherwise, he texted me. But, oh well. Oh well. No, I'm usually bad about responding to messages. Oh my gosh. I don't know why this battle music is playing for so long. I was like, it's nice, I like the song, but it takes forever. Hey, it's going on forever. Like, they actually add an extended version to the playlist? Jeez. But, I think my play for streams get to 3K. I think that's probably a fair number to get to. That's, you know, I think that's a fair number to get to. I don't know why I'm blanking, but I was wondering why I was here where I heard a Pokemon. That makes sense, Fluffy. I can't remember what the song is. Oh, it's the Crystal Peak fight from Aurora, yeah. Same encounters. Really? Jeez. Croc Cherry. Gotcha. Was the first Croc shiny? that you encountered? Oh, I'm curious. I thought I heard sparkles. But... yeah, Varoob. I thought the Pichu was up. Okay. Exactly. Yeah, I know exactly the sound. I saw that. I swear I heard it like separately, like when Zach didn't play it. Get up. This makes me want to play some Paper Mario. Dude, I've just been. I know this is like a huge moment for the unemployed, but huge. Oh, just odd theme, art. But huge news for the unemployed. I struggle watching stuff while shotty hunting. I know like huge news for the unemployed. Like I really care what Bialzo does for these shotty hunts, but it's like what it used to do. I used to watch like shows and all, you know. Used to watch shows. Used to watch Let's Plays. Like I watched the Clone Wars. While shotty hunting Registeel. And I say that because it took me the entire damn series to find the shotty Registeel. And I was already like 4K in. So I was already at odds before starting the Clone Wars, and then it took me till season 6, or it was season 5. It was one of the seasons. Right now, it's probably season 6. Season 6 is like the short one, right? But yeah, but now, like, it's weird. I don't watch Let's Plays anymore. And I need to. I need to watch Let's Plays. The last one I really got into watching, like, all the way through was, like, I binge watched Sugar Conroy's Luigi's Mansion Let's Play. Yeah, I know, on a huge news to the unemployed, I need help finding something to watch while I shotty hunt. But, still. That isn't like, that aren't like Pokemon, like Gen 5 Badge Plus movies. But it's alright. But yeah, recently, I mean, like, yesterday I watched, like, well, it was during some shotty idea, I think, that I watched Rosine's recent Raw Master video. Which is something that I want to do, something I am doing if I red. I just haven't gotten a shotty yet. Which is embarrassing to say, but to be fair, I've been consumed by all my Arceus hunts. You can't really blame me for not getting a shotty in a game that isn't related to my main focus. But still. That was a quick. Absurd. Jeez. Oh, dude, I shadowed on a... I don't know how. I shadowed on a Rattata. That's like a new low. Oh, no, Ding Dong! Okay. I guess we gotta reset our games now. Alright, Leaf Green Ding Dong. Let me do another encounter on the Fire Rad. curious. How many steps do I have left? Yeah, I don't think you got anything. Is it not? Oh, that's pretty good. Dude, is it? Do I just have left steps on the leaf reed? That makes no sense. Okay, whatever. Let's do some resetting. There's no logic to that, dude. No logic whatsoever. But it's fine. I'll deal with it in my own way. Alright, let's go ahead and enter the zone. Alright, we're in. Let's get in on the Gen 4 games. Is this card space? Oh no, this is that Rimworld song, right? Yeah, Rimworld. I was like, what is this? But let's go ahead and continue. Just say, Rimworld is an amazing game that you guys all should play. I mean, well, maybe not. It's actually kind of expensive, but still. I need to get back into Rimworld. That was my guilty pleasure. My sophomore year of college. What's that? Need to get back into controlling my pawns. I also call it War Crime Simulator 2, even though I did not commit many war crimes. I mean, I executed like a lot of people on the battleground, but I also never did like a public execution. Actually, no, I did one public execution, I think. Yeah, I publicly executed like one vampire, but I mean, he was a vampire. And I made one of my people a vampire, and he was just my tank. He was a Neanderthal. So there's that. They didn't do anything. Well, I did set up. Well, no, I wasn't like ultra cruel and set up like the ones where you just like remove the prisoner's legs. Like you like for like the psychophages, you know, like essentially the vampires. You can like of course you have to force one to bite you. But not only that, but I don't know why I'm blanking. But there's like, they set up like, you have to constantly feed them like hemogen to keep them happy, to make them be able to do all their cool abilities. Dude, like the freaking hemogen farms that like people will set up, where like you take the prisoners from like the raids. And then you just like completely like, and you cut off their legs. Well, you get the peg legs, and then you remove the peg legs, so they're just legless. Like, oh my goodness. I feel like... I know they're not real, and they're not my characters, but dude, that, like... That's a war crime. Like... Are you kidding me? I think I counted that one. Bit. I won't count the next one. Because I think I actually counted 2 with that one. Just so I get the timer. No war crimes here. No war crimes here. Though, Trips, he always told me I should stream Rimworld. The thing is, I'd have to get the use of loss, because, like, I also better strategize it to keep them happy. Because how it would go, usually, is, like, they would crash out. Like, they would end up crashing out, and then I'd have to beat them up so they wouldn't crash out anymore and, like, murder a colonist. It'd just be that loop. So I need to do a better job of like creating happiness, a happy environment. And I just don't want to deal with colonists flying to a murderous rage because they can't eat off a table, which is something that can happen. Like, not eating off of a table can set a colonist into a murderous rage. And is there any music playing? There we go. But, you know, whatever. I'm not trying to deal with these bipolar something guns. And also, I'm wondering if it's like because also a lot of different races into the colony. I know it's like it's a mess up thing to say, but like I get like the Chewbacca's in there. I can't remember what they're called. The Idikin, yeah, the Idikin in there. The Neanderthals. The toxic people. And I wonder if that also, like, causes an happiness. Like, I always try to convert them to my religion. And, like, I got real good about that in my last colony, is, like, converting everyone to my religion, to my colony's religion. But, like, I wonder if, like, having all of the different people in there mixed together, you know. I don't know. But dude, I miss Rimworld. It's just I think I just need to spend a lot of time re-rolling for good colonists though as well, because you can't have pyromaniacs. Because like one of the things you want firefighters in your, but you don't want pyromaniacs, and you don't want people who are incapable of firefighting. Because fires can be really destructive. And you never know, you get someone who's incapable of firefighting, you might get the next Tiberius Claudius Nero, so. I don't know. I mean, I say that, but it's like... I know, you know, huge, like, casually dropping a piece of Roman history in there. Whatever. We love Rome. I mean, not now. I'm not crossing the Tiber, y'all. I'm not swimming the Tiber. Not yet. Well, not ever. I mean, they'll light me on fire for believing I should take wine in communion, but whatever. That's the laity, the dirty laity. That's alright. I love my Catholic brothers and sisters. I know. There are quite a few Catholics. They're great people. So let's kind of turn this away from religion. My ramblings get too crazy. Already talking about like forced conversion camp in RimWorld. I think I need to slow down, you know? Forced conversion camp. Jeez. Dude, Lumpy Pumpkin? What a legendary theme. And I love how, like, the Lumpy Pumpkin establishes consequences for your actions. You see the heartbeats and you're like, ooh, shiny, I want shiny. And then, ironic because I'm playing Pokemon, but I want shiny. And then you break the chandelier and then you're in debt for the rest of the game. You know, you do kind of gotta feel bad for the dude who, like, lost his entire life savings. But not really that, you know, you go into an establishment, you don't order a drink, you don't order food. You just see a heart piece, and you're like, I'm gonna knock it down. And then, now you're in debt for the rest of the game. But you gotta feel bad for him, you know? You know how many, I mean, do you know how many generations it probably took that guy to build the Lumpy Pumpkin? That's one thing I wonder, like, how long was that thing in his family for? Then Link goes on and just screws it up by, you know, running headfirst into a wall to break the chandelier. It's like, come on, Link. At any rate. Like, have some respect. Come on. But, anyway. Oh, come on, get back in there. Thank you. Run, run. There we go. And this is kind of off subject, but like, what do you guys think of bluegrass music? I mean, I just like, in the song, I hear like a banjo, right? And I'm like, I don't know, I love me some bluegrass. You know, maybe, I'm not even in the mountain, I'm not even in Appalachia, you know? I'm not in Appalachia, I got a lot of respect for my brother from Appalachia. I've been through the mountains, they're beautiful. But, you know, I ain't got that Appalachian blood, I ain't marrying my third cousin, you know? But, I don't know, I like bluegrass. I really do. I like the, and it was, I don't know, this like might be real. They're not local, because I was told they perform all over, the Lil Roy and Lizzie show. like, apparently they're like kind of a national thing with bluegrass. And like, I saw them last year. They were really good. And they're also, you get the lore. I was like I just saw this old dude like playing the banjo, right, or whatever. And I think I still got the ticket in my room. But it was a really good show, and it was right before Easter as well. So it kind of had a little Easter special as well. And I was there. I was helping with the fire department because we did the tickets as like a fundraiser. And so I was there, kind of taking tickets and all that, greeting people, all that. And I bought a ticket while I was there, watched the show because I didn't know when I would be able to get them free because I was doing work there. But no, I had to pay for a ticket like everyone else, like all the peons, and so I did. Ain't nothing wrong with paying for a ticket. And I mean, hey, I'm supporting my local fire department. Seriously, support your local fire departments, guys. They do a lot for you. And so in that, I don't know why I'm blanking, but while I was there, I was talking with people. I can't remember who I was talking to, but I was talking with some folks there, and I was getting the lore drops on little Roy and Lizzie, and I didn't know there was lore, like. But no, that was a fun show. That was a fun show. A local like gospel bluegrass band opened for them. And I have a CD of them in my car. And support local, please. They also in like two of the brothers in that gospel group also in like a coffee shop. That was really good. I've heard it kind of went downhill. But again, the people who owned it originally, I know them. I wouldn't say I'm friends with the oldest daughter, but I know the oldest daughter. She's like the only one who I really know. I mean, I kind of know the younger daughter as well, but I know the older one more. And I mean, they're great folks. At least I mean, I haven't followed with the parents or their brother, but I mean, hardworking, good folks, and good food, I'm just saying. So the fact, I guess maybe probably would have went down regardless once they moved because they are some good folks, good hardworking folks. Better than I am. Again, news for the unemployed. News for the unemployed. If you have the for bluegrass. But anyway, I was trying to think. I was trying to think, but I was gonna talk about the school that the girl that I'm talking about who I'm kind of sort of friends with, and I say that not because I don't think either of us harbor any ill will each other. I just don't see her, and it's just a thing that it's a fact of life. As much as it sucks that people drift away. And I was thinking the other day, I thought this morning in the shower, I don't talk to anyone from high school anymore. Which, it's not that I don't like anyone that I went to high school with, it's just you drift away from people. And like, and sure, I did have some old friends from high school wish me happy birthday today. Which, again, and any time I see someone, like, I was friends with in high school, like, we always talk, talk with each other, all that. But it's just the fact that, you don't see people, you're gonna drift away from them. That's just the fact of life, and I'm honestly one of those people. I'm horrible at it. I'm bad. I am bad about reaching out to folks. I'm horrible at it. I'm horrible at reaching out to people. Like, that's just one thing that I'm just bad at doing. And, you know, and I think that's probably just one reason why I just want to many people, because I just don't work out with folks. And, you know, it's one of those things that sucks, you know, it's just a fact of life. High school was a thing, but, you know, we all gotta go through it, you know. But I enjoyed the latter parts of my high school years. I think I was an idiot, but, you know, I still enjoyed them. And that's one thing about maturing, getting older. You're always going to look at your younger selves and be like, you are an idiot. Why did you do the things you did? You know? But yeah, it's just, you know, people drift from each other. And, you know, that's the one thing about, you know, not seeing people, you know. That's why, like, I don't think I have a lot of friends. And that's just the reason, because you drift away from people. Like, I get along well with a lot of people, but and also might just be, I have a very high definition of friendship, you know? I have a very high definition of friendship. Like, there are plenty of people that, you know, I have goodwill towards, and who, you know, people who I love, who love me, and yeah, I mean that as in, like, willing the good of, and, you know, I mean, I can tell that from the fruits of their actions. To be fair, I'm also in the South, like, but half of them are probably faking it. If I'm being honest. That's an exaggeration, but still. But, you know, the people that, you know, who I interact with, who I have goodwill towards, and who it appears they have goodwill towards me. You know, I just don't see them enough to really consider them friends, because, I had that high definition of friendship. You know. Which, I mean, it's alright. I think it's fine having, like, a small inner circle. And maybe that's just copium. But, again, I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. But, I love a lot of my people. You know. It's good seeing where a lot of them are ending up. Because you have, like, people, like, one of my friends, Eli, who I grew up with. His dad was, like, kind of sort of, I don't want to say former pastor, but I'm getting, you know, but anyway, his dad, let's just call him my former pastor, even though, I mean, it's here, but I mainly try to get a church up at school. But anyway, at any rate, I grew up with Eli, and, like, he's, like, a youth pastor, like, a few hours away from me, and it's like, oh my goodness. Like, that's a good dude, you know? I wish I could, you know, be in his shoes. Well, not like that, but it's like, better man than I am. I do not believe I'm the best for kids, you know? It's like, oh, well, maybe, I mean, but, you know, but, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, I'm glad to see just how well people are doing. You know, and it's good. And I'm intrigued about next year. Not next year, but it would be 2028. It would be, I guess, if we're having a 5-year high school reunion. I'm intrigued about how that would go. Because, you know, it's one of those things, you know, with, I guess it would be at the high school. I don't know. But I don't know, man. A whole lot of, I guess, sentimentality right here in this scrum chat. But, you know, it's just, I don't know. It's just one of those weird things, especially because I'm like, I like to keep to myself anyway. That's kind of my MO. Like, I'm not, you know, I'm not a fan of going out a lot and doing stuff. Because I'm like, why, like, I have stuff I want to work on here, why, you know, I gotta go outside, spend money on stuff that, you know, it's fun, you know. And sure, that might just be me being a bit of a jerk, but, you know, I don't know. But seriously. But it's amazing seeing how a lot of people, like, I went to high school with, like, a lot of stuff they're doing now. Like, I have a friend, went to high school with them, he just graduated from my college, so I actually ended up going to college with him. He just graduated, like 2 months ago, and he's getting married in like less than a month. And I forgot to RSVP, but I mean I'm gonna go. I mean, it's not like I'm staying for the reception, so I mean I'll go. Cause I forgot to RSVP. I told my parents, I was like, oh, I don't think I'll be able to go. They were like, oh, you'll be fine. You're not gonna be staying for the reception anyway. You're gonna be staying for the reception anyway, so it's not like, you know, you need to. Cause I mean, I have to like, I'm gonna have to leave like as soon as the wedding's over. But you know, it's just one of those things. But you know, seeing, you know, I have friends, you know, who are getting married. None that are married with kids, but you know. that's just high school, you know. You're gonna know some people who have kids. But it's great, you know. That's the crazy thing about aging is like it's crazy seeing people that you grew up with are now married, with kids. Well, not with kids yet. You know, I have a cousin who's like a year older than me. He just got engaged, like, less than a month ago. I'm like, yeah, he got engaged right before I went to Milwaukee. I think it was literally the night before I left to go to Milwaukee. He got engaged, and it's like, dude, this is going by too fast. Here's me, I don't even talk to women, you know, like, I don't talk to women, so it's like, jeez, man. That's like, cause I'm not gonna try to use a dating app for it. For me, it's like, I'd rather meet a woman naturally. And meet a woman naturally, get to know her that way, instead of, like, searching on a dating app. You know, because, like, I'd rather fall in love with a girl that I know than a girl that I don't know, you know? That's how it's been for me for years. I've, like, never had that, like, love at first sight kind of thing. But, it's, you know. I mean, you know, maybe I just need to, like, talk to people. I don't know. And, you know, I think I've been doing well with that. Talking with more people, you know, meeting people. Like, shoot, I flew across, like, the country. Not really across the country, but, like, I flew to frickin' Wisconsin to go to, like, a national, I don't want to say gathering, you know, like, a national event dictating policy for, like, a Christian denomination, okay? I have to verify. Okay, whatever, I'll do that in a bit. But it's like, I'm glad, and I met a bunch of cool people in Milwaukee. Again, like, I met Redeem Zoomer, okay? That's, like, I think that's... Use GB operator, something else? No, this is on the Switch. What's up, Gem 5 guy? Welcome on in. But no, this is the Switch remakes. But yeah, I mean, it's, oh, did I just catch a blooper on accident? Whoops, let me... And I was proud of myself. I was like, I haven't thrown a ball. Yes, interesting, yes. So, I'm hunting on... Everything I'm hunting on is official hardware. So, I got my Switch is going. I have my, DS is going. With my Gen 4 games. So, everything I'm doing right now is official hardware. But yeah. But I mean, I have MGBA on my laptop, and that's just for like an Emerald ROM that I haven't messed around with in a while. I mean, I'm not seeing that hunting in it, especially with the shiny odds being like 1 in 100. I'm not shiny hunting in that, like, for legitimate like Safari Week stuff. That is something I do need to get back into. Actually, I need to check that leaf green, now that I think about it. Okay, now they're actually pretty similar. Which is a first. Oh, Gen 5 guy, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. But yeah, welcome on in, man. Welcome on in. Join the club. I don't know. We listen to Okami music, I guess. But yeah, it's just... It's interesting getting old. You know, it's a lot to think about because I'm like 22 now. I don't know, man. It's just... That's the one thing about birthdays, especially when you, like, become an adult. You don't feel the age you are. Because I feel like, man, I should still be, like... I honestly feel like I'm still 19. And I am 22. I mean, that's just... I guess that's just a part of growing up. Is becoming older than you really feel like you are. I don't know why I'm getting so, like, sentimental during the stream. This is like me... This is like maximum me rambling on about stuff. We have an ad break coming up now. I just looked at the time. I was like, that should be happening soon. As we'll be getting to the home stretch of stream, I want to start trying out with multiple games running, but I'm going to try to lay it out. I do it by just layering the games on top of each other. Like, I have a layout. I don't like to do it, really, with shiny hunting. I mean, you can probably find free layouts online. If you have a Canva account, you might be able to... You can find some on Canva. That you can use. In fact, I have an older one from, that I got from Canva. Or that I made with Canva. It's just... You might need to do some searching online. You can always commission them from people. So one, it depends on what you're using. Because I'm using official hardware. I mean, I have capture cards plugged into my Switch 2. So I have capture cards running. I have, for my DS's, I usually record with my phone. I'm just not wanting to set that up for these games right now. I'm not trying to do all that. I know I'm being lazy with it. But like, there's like a phone like recording applications. Like, I use Droid Cam. If you want to like start recording stuff with your phone, it works really well. Only thing is that unless you pay, you'll have a watermark, which doesn't bother me as much. But I mean, and just for the layout stuff, you can do what I do. You can kind of set it up like multiple windows as well. I have 2 games, so it's a little bit more interesting to do that with. I have 2 loopy DS capture cards, 1 GB operator, and I capture gameplay on my GameCube. Oh, nice, nice. That's really good. So yeah, I mean, if I were you, I don't know if you home with like a webcam or anything, but like, how I'd probably do that is kind of do my setup with like the webcam where it is, and maybe like divide it if you want to record all of your games at once. Like kind of divide it into 4 sections and be like, oh, one game top left, another game top right, bottom left, bottom right, and you know, kind of, you know. That's how I said. Oh, we have ads like coming up like right now. So 3-minute stretch break. I'll probably do like 1 more encounter, and I'll see you guys. I guess when the ads run, I'll probably stay in here. I don't need to take any like allergy meds or anything for the time being. But if you have turbo, if you're subbed, I mean, you can still chat it out. But that's about to start soon. Yep, there it goes. So I'm gonna pause it right here as I'm gonna run from all of these, and I'm going to get up and stretch for before I get the last 450. Oh man. Alright, how about I verify for those? This is fun. Verifying for Discords. I'm gonna retype that. Give me my password. Where's my authenticator at? There it is, finally. Okay. There we go. That should be good, right? As we listen to the legendary bird theme. Oh man. I'm doing yoga or something. I don't know. I feel like I do more like yogurt. Alright. Is there anything? That's it, you're probably... we got plenty. We got plenty of time. Yogata CC. What is this song? Yeah, that's all. Listen, Legendary Birds. I was right. Alright, let's sit down and continue our... In a few seconds though. It's a good time to get my Switch controllers back in my lap. Alright. Welcome back everyone, let's get it going. I'm gonna leave my phone open while this verifies. Getting about it work, I'll tune in whenever you're live. Yeah, dude, appreciate you coming in, dude. Thanks for stopping by. I guess good luck with your day, bro. Good luck with your day. Yeah. Big lunch break moment, I guess, for Safari Week. All good. All good. Yeah, huge news from the unemployed. Fluffy's still in chat. Okay, okay, whatever, I guess I need to do that again. Oh well. Oh well, I'll survive I'll cry over it, I guess. I don't know. I do need to do more research. It's Safari Week. I don't know. Oh no, man. Make huge mission unemployed. I need to figure out what I'm gonna be doing starting next summer, because I am about to graduate college, and well, I know what I want to do. Grad school is a thing, and so I'll need to do some working with that as well. With grad school and all the lovely stuff that has to offer. I'm thinking about teaching. I've always been told that people always think that I would make a good professor or teacher, so I think about maybe doing that while I am in grad school. The only problem is I've heard on numerous things about public school students, and that's my fear, is the students. Which, I mean, I can empathize with that in a way, because I mean, you are, like, as a high school, like, as a kid, you are forced to go to school. I mean, you legally have to go to school. I mean, you will get truancy letters. You will, like, your parents will get in trouble, or your guardians will get in trouble if you don't go to school. And so there's, you know, and again, same school kids, seriously. Let's say your guardians / parents stay in school. But you know, but, you know, you don't want to be there. You know, it's. Look at how sudden it ends off. So you don't want to be at school, you know? And it's like... So I can empathize with that, but also, it doesn't quite make my job any easier if you're, you know... the pandemic had to do with a lot of that. You know, it's... I don't know. There's some stuff I can empathize with, but also it's like, be respectful. Like, come on. Be respectful to your teacher. Be respectful to your fellow students. And, you know, like, come on. That's kind of my perspective on it. Like, just be respectful. I don't know. But again, I also don't know what it's like now in high schools. Because, I mean, we're now entering the Gen Alpha era of high schoolers. Where, like, high schoolers are now Gen Alpha. Well, not quite. We're getting there. Like, my sister is right on the edge, and she's going into 9th grade. So, after this year, Gen Alpha is officially in high school. There will be freshmen. Gen Alpha will be freshmen in the year of our Lord, 2027. That's, I don't know, man. We're gonna be 670 in high school. I mean, they already are. But I mean, fact of the matter is, they will be in high school. It's, you know. I mean, we 6'7" in college. But you know, the fact of the matter is, it's. With Gen Z, a lot of us, and a lot of us, I think, were far enough along to where we were not completely screwed over by the pandemic. At least when it comes to education. Sure, we missed out on some horrible stuff, and I say that, but it's like, to be fair, I really feel for the Gen Zers who are like 3 years old anyway. The class of 2020. I'm 2023. I was class of 23. The class of 2020, I feel for. I feel horrible for because you guys did not graduate. Well, you guys did not have an actual graduation. You guys went into college or whatever at the height of the pandemic. Like, but, you know, but even, well, that sucks. You were developmentally alright. When you go into elementary school and middle school, when you start the pandemic, dude, you gotta feel bad for those kids, because they're getting cooked, you know, by not having all that fun, you know, developmental stuff. Especially if you're in a very rural area like I am. Like, we didn't have school at all 2020, not even Zoom. I mean, we had, so how it worked was, for the second part of the 2019 to 2020 school year, we were given packets. We were given optional packets, I believe. And you know how many of those packets I did? I did none. I didn't do any of those packets. I think I looked at them and threw them in the trash. I don't think I quite did that. But I didn't do those packets. And then, in the fall, we had optional Zooms. But, like, we still had, like, internet assignments that we had to complete. You know how boring it is to watch to be on a computer screen, to not even, you know how boring it is to learn Algebra 2 through Canvas videos? You know how much that sucks? Learning Algebra 2 through Canvas videos. Because, again, the county doesn't have, there's a place in the county with no internet. And so we had videos we had to watch. We had Canvas assignments we had to do. And everyone had the Canvas assignments, but we had no Zooms. We only had optional stuff. What else did I have? I know I had band, I had PE. There's one thing I'm missing. One thing that I know I'm missing that I had aside from band and PE, which band was super easy. That was my elective. I was a band kid. Not really. I was a kid in band. There's a difference. It wasn't my science. Science wasn't. I had science in the spring. Or was it my history or my English? Maybe it could have been in English. But it's like, I don't even remember. I didn't remember, dude. It's like art or anything. I'm trying to think, what would that class be? I'm trying to think. Oh, yo, Spanish. Yeah, in Spanish by videos as well. Oh my gosh. Yeah, learning a whole nother language. So yeah, I had algebra and Spanish online from videos. I don't even remember the Spanish. PE was me listening to, again, I'll myself as a bit more of a conservative minded guy. PE was me walking around the yard listening to Ben Shapiro once a week to get my however many miles in. Or like whatever I did. Like with Algebra 2 videos and me speed running band class in like an hour for the entire week. Like, if that's what it was for my high school curriculum, this is my 10th grade curriculum. Like, this is my 10th grade curriculum, by the way. I can't imagine what it was like for, like, an elementary schooler. I mean, I can, because my little sister was, like, in 3rd grade. I was like, dude. These kids got cooked, man. So, you know, I wonder what the effects of COVID will be like, down the generations. Of course, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, destroyed. Well, I wonder about Gen Beta. Because Gen Beta was born after the pandemic. I think of, you know, when I went to Milwaukee, you know, the kids there. There was a 6-year-old. Like, by the way, I look at this girl, born in 2020. I'm like, how is this possible? You should not exist. How are you, like, 6 years old and you were born in the middle of the pandemic? How was that 6 years ago? But, point aside, kids I saw there that, you know, whose parents brought them to Milwaukee. 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 8-month-old. They're lower end of Gen Alpha, early Gen Beta. I think Gen Beta. When was Gen Beta? Was Gen Beta this year or last year? I can't remember. Like, how will those kids do? Going to school after the pandemic. You know, I wonder how that's gonna work out. That would work out with them. But I don't know. You know, I digress. But at least for the time being, they're cooked. Oh no. Can you imagine hantavirus turned into another pandemic? Oh my gosh. Like, I was never one that was super concerned about hantavirus. I mean, I wasn't even concerned about COVID either. I'm more like the day we found out we were shutting down. And it was like, it was sudden. It was like, oh, by the way, there's a chance we might shut down because of this COVID stuff. And then, like, the afternoon we were released early. And, like, the next day the governor got on TV. Governor Northam, who, by the way, I saw multiple times from a distance last week on vacation. Interesting enough. But governor gets on TV and like, oh, by the way, all schools have been canceled for like the rest of that weekend. The governor's like, oh yeah, by the way, schools all canceled throughout for the next like for the rest of the school year. And it's like, okay. But lightning battle for Kid Chris. I don't know why I'm like blanking right now, but you know, that's how sudden it was. But even then, the other day I was like, dude, we had our first cases at like one of the local schools. I say local. What I mean by local is like 45 minutes away. But like, there was a case at a school like an hour, like 45 to 50 minutes away, which is like our closest like big university, because my school's in the same town as that college, as that school, but it's like there's that school's a lot bigger than ours. I would say a lot bigger, but I mean, well, relative size. It's still a small school, but relative size. When you're comparing 5,000 students to 900, yeah, it's like 5 times bigger, you know. So it's just a lot of small numbers. But at any rate, you had the first cases were on that campus, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna show everyone it's like COVID's nothing. You don't need to be worried about COVID. And then I got it last week, by the way. Ellenja, what's up? Thank you so much for the raid. How was stream for you? Warning, my contained cat hair is diabolical. My contained cat hair is diabolical. Happy Cake Day, thank you. Did you see it from the shrine, I assume? But yes, I'm just ranting about COVID right now. Yeah, nice. Thank you so much, Alonzo. Did you get anything on stream? Is are you participating in the Shiny Central event? Cause I got first blood. I don't know whether or not you're doing that or not. I mean, I can also get 2 shinies. Psyduck and Brilliant Diamond, Wooper, and Soul Silver. Nice. Nice. I had your stream on earlier when I started hunting for the day. Just lurking. And I was like, I was wondering if you got anything. I saw your Carnivine in your party, and I was like, wait, did you get a shiny Carnivine? But no, you're just sweet setting. But I thought you were like doing a nature check or something. Oh, it's alpha. Oh, okay, fair enough. New use for the alpha mons. That's crazy luck though. I don't know how. So what I've done, like, you can't have done that many encounters. You're triple hunting. I mean, I get BDSP's 4096. I mean, that's some insane luck. That's really good. Congrats. But too easy to get to keep shiny from first hit. Yeah, exactly. I think, yeah, this was my first day shiny for Safari Week. This was the first time for me. The only other Safari Week I participated in, I got it like right beyond day 3, I think it was. So, alas. Yeah, insane luck, 993 for Wooper and 1346 for. My God. I didn't even get the barrel under 1K. I mean, that's under 1K is crazy. I made direct eye contact with that barrel, like straight up on the diamond. Jeez. Under 1K in a 40 in like an 8192 game. You don't see that like at all. I mean, obviously you do, but still. Dang, first official Safari's day, XC, because yeah, makes sense. It's cool. I mean, it started on Fridays now. I like the this with the weekend and Safari Week that they incorporate extra days. Like how the weekend and Rumble Weekend incorporates that Friday before, and that Safari Week is now incorporating the Friday and Saturday before. But I like the bonus days. To be fair, last shiny is also was like 70. Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, I came off of a valid. I mean, that's what I'm telling myself with that. The barrel. It's like I just hit triple odds on my Mesprit hunt in USUM yesterday. And so I feel like the random Golbat last week and the early barrel today, I think is like really fair considering how crap my luck has been in other games. Oh, ding dong. Okay, we ding dong to the Leaf Green. We'll need to do probably our final reset of stream. So I'll mark this real quick and do an extra. I'm gonna get. So let's see if we get anything. Nope. All right, let's reset our games. So yeah, it's just one of those things. Whole lot of bad luck. Well, I guess you have to even the odds somehow. I guess we need to. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Like the worst part is like resetting all these games, man. me go in and... There we go. Okay. Alright, we're in on the Leaf Green. I gotta get in on my Gen 4 games. I mean, not Heart Gold. There we go. It's like the Waka song? I don't know. Okay. And we're back. Alright. But yeah. This is one thing. Those odds, they just need to... They do need to get, like, evened out sometimes. It sucks when it happens. It's like, man, I'm one of the early shinies, but now... I think it was Supreme Arcanine said, like, you have to have the long hunts to get the good ones, or something like that. I mean... Anyway, anyone could have said that, but, you know. But, like, I think Arcanine made some good points on that exact subject. Double Bug. We love. But yeah, I'm curious about what this phase is gonna hold, because it could hold anything. Because I love my dry streak to be over, but sadly I don't think we're quite there. And I say this while like just over quarter odds. Like, man, I'm so dry. It's not like I just got one after like 18k, not 18k, 1.8k. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being really impatient. It happens like that sometimes. It happens like that. But dude, I'm glad you're hunting quite well today. Relax, you stream for a lot longer than I can. Well, I can go for longer, but I don't, so... Okay, why are you being stupid, Yanma? I see this Yanma on my Platinum, and I swear I saw it spark one. No, that's a very clearly red Yanma. So, I don't know what you're doing. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. But yeah, I said earlier that I was like, man, I forgot, I was like, yeah, because back when COVID started, I was like, man, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna get COVID, I'm gonna show everyone. It's not that bad, or it knocked me on my... Well, I'd say it didn't quite knock me on my feet last week, but it certainly got me. I'd like to do more, but oh yeah. Yeah, you Brits, well not Brits, you're Finnish, but you're... Do you guys like not have AC in Finland? Because I know that's like a thing with like Europeans coming over to America. Look at me with the Europeans coming over to America and like loving the world, I mean loving it because we have AC. But yeah, it's, and you know, I mean, I can, and I love like we'll make fun of like the Northern Europeans. I hate it because Finland is kind of more Northern European. But they'll be like, oh man, the heat's so bad today, and it's like, dude, that's a cool summer day in America. But you know, like if you don't have AC, again, like I can appreciate, you know, the heat sucking. No, we don't have AC installed. Some newer places out there, but we have like portable ones up a little. Yeah. No, again, it can only help so much. Especially if you're like upstairs. Like here, where I live, like my room's like kind of upstairs. I still love my folks, so. My room's upstairs, and so like, usually, especially in the summertime, the downstairs is significantly cooler. The upstairs, I mean, I'm even starting to sweat right now. Like, and I'm usually a very, like, cold-natured person. So, we'll probably have to stream, I won't be taking the hoodie off. I was like, probably gonna lie down for a bit. But yeah. The portable AC thing, that's interesting. We live in second floor, third week having ground floor as first. Oh, but apartment building, yeah. I'm sure that's like, because that's a lot of people like combined into one. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, you talk about your you make announcements about your like upstairs neighbors and all that. People cutting grass. So yeah, I guess I can. That makes sense. But it's yeah. Yeah, third week on the ground floor. Yeah, that's. I bet they just with the probably just how big the building is. You know, I think that also doesn't help things a lot either. Especially if you only have portable AC. Which I'm curious how that would work. Cause like I just think of a fan, but obviously that's not what you're referring to. We counted ground floor first, etc. in apartment building. If it's a standalone house and first floor is first floor. Yeah. Yeah, now I see what you mean. Because it's like... Because, like, the way I see it's kind of like a hotel. Even though definitely not the same thing. But, like, you have your ground floor, which is, like, your lobby area. And then it's... first floor, second, as you go. Kind of like first floor above the lobby. You know? That's kind of... I can... That's kind of how I understand it. Even though, obviously, you're not dealing with the same things. Really, ground floor has apartments too. Yeah, okay, makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. That was a quick encounter on the screen. But yeah, I think I'm about to end things off. Which is, go back, because you just raided Elja. I think we'll spread the love. But seriously, I appreciate the raid. Really do. And I'm glad it seems like you had a good day streaming. Just, I guess, stay cool. Yeah. I know, I was thinking about getting any at 3,000, but no shinies on any of these games, so. But yeah, I mean, but seriously, thanks for the raid. It's been a pleasure. Right, let's go find someone real quick. I'm gonna move my keyboard over. There we go. Not salty sushi. This is, but I'm very soon. Yeah, I think yes, we're gonna. Yeah. I think this is it. So yeah, I think we found a good person to raid. So thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. I'll probably be live again tomorrow. I don't know when. Probably not tonight. But happy hunting. Good luck in Safari Week, and let's go ahead and start this raid. So be sure to stick on in. Yeah. Awesome. Yep. Guys, thanks for coming out to the stream. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.